Hello everyone. I doubled my honey production last year as a backyard beekeeper and I want to teach you how to do it. This method I don't think makes a ton of sense for commercial beekeepers because they probably want to split their hives, but as a backyard beekeeper, splitting the hive was a lot of fun for me and I learned a lot, but I couldn't get honey production out of those new hives. And so I did a little bit of research and I discovered the Demaree method, and it worked really well. I got more honey production than I had ever gotten before out of each of my hives. Let me teach you how to do it. The overview here is that this method separates the queen from most of the brood, and it reduces congestion, and then it delays the impulse to want to swarm. So the very first step is you got to find the queen. Once you have the queen, move her over to a frame of fully capped brood. You can't have any open cells with eggs in them or larvae. In that new box that has the queen on the frame with the fully capped brood, the other frames are foundation, fully drawn comb, and probably some food frames with pollen or nectar. Just above that brood box, you want to put a queen excluder, and then above the queen excluder, put two medium supers or one deep super. On top of those two supers, I like to put the top box from the original hive, and then one more box on top of that, because those two boxes will have all of your uncapped brood, the open cells with eggs in it, the larva, and put as many nurse bees as you can with those frames in those boxes. But even if you leave some down below, what will happen is the nurse bees will go up because they'll be able to smell those, and they'll move up to the very top of the hive. What I found last year is those top boxes, especially the very top box, because it has the uncapped brood on it, the cells with eggs, they will likely create queen cells. So this is a critical component. Maybe it doesn't happen with every hive, but it did with mine. They will likely create a number of queen cells. It is critical that you go in there after a week. I think some say that you could even go in after 4 or 5 days, but I would say at least a week you can go in there and get rid of all of the queen cells. If you leave those there, they're going to want to swarm again. Once those queen cells are destroyed, all that's left is the brood. That brood will eventually hatch, and then those boxes just become supers. So you have this mega hive that produces a ton of honey. That's how I doubled my production. One little tip on this that most don't talk about is that I like to check on that bottom box as well, just in case they get the idea of swarming. They might create queen cells, and so you'll need to take care of those as well. That's it, folks. It's really, really simple. That's how you double your honey production, create mega hives, and prevent swarming. It worked for me. It'll work for you. I'd love to know if you've tried this method before. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.